So hello YouTube, in this video I'm going to show you how you can install Ubuntu on your VirtualBox. And this is the VirtualBox.org site. You can download VirtualBox from this site. Just click on this download button and it will be there in your desktop. And the installation process is also quite simple. Just click on next and you will be done with it. And one more thing which I like to point out is, to make it work, if you go to your BIOS section, you need to have your virtualization enabled. And if you don't have it enabled, you will have to press some key during your booting time. Maybe it's F2, F3 or F5 depending on the brand you're having. So I'll leave it to you to figure it out and do that. Unless you do that, VirtualBox won't work for you. So once you're done and download it, and when you open VirtualBox, it will look something like this. So this is a normal introductory pane, and this is where you can have different machines running different operating systems. So this is my test machine. I learned Docker on this. I made an image of ROS running simulation on this. So this is what I have till now, and I won't be using this since I want to do a fresh installation of Docker and show you how it's done. And so I'll just click on new. Then I will name the machine as tutorials. It will be Linux. I am this tutorials is the name. What is the name will be the name of the system. So test was the name last time, and I'll set to Ubuntu 64-bit because I'll be using Ubuntu. I'll go to next, and then it will ask you how much RAM do you want to allocate. So while running, it's best to allocate it 50% of the RAM, although it will otherwise it will be very laggy. So if you have 4 GB of RAM, 2 GB should be fine. I have 16 GBs of RAM, so I'll allocate around 8 GBs. It should be okay for my machine. And then you will get this option. Probably you won't get this option like test.vdi, because when I created this machine, I already created a test what you can say, a volume, a hard drive where you will be storing your local data. So I did that, so you won't have that option. And then in this tutorial also I'll show you how you can create a new virtual hard disk. So click this option, create a virtual hard disk. Now click on create. Now it will ask you 3 options, and VDI should be the best one. But again, if you want to experiment, you can go and watch a ton of videos which are there on VirtualBox on YouTube, and choose any different hard drive option if you know how they work, because I particularly don't know how VHD and VMDK work. So I'll just choose the VDI option, and then I want it to be fixed size because it is better to have fixed size. If you read, it says that dynamically allocated cannot be freed up, and also they are slow, so you don't want that. Then just click on next, and then go to the folder where you want to store it. I'll just go to my E drive. It should be there in Ubuntu Playground, so I will name it at tutorials.vdi, and then you can see this is the test.vdi. This is the hard disk for this machine, so I'll save it tutorials.vdi, save. And how much memory? So since this is a tutorial, I will I'll allow it to have around 25 GBs, which I can delete later. So this is the best part of virtual machines: create virtual machines, scrap virtual machines, install any OS you want, install anything you want to learn. So best part. And then you click on create, and this will take a lot of time, like literally a lot of time, depending if you have SSD, it should be probably lesser for you. I have an SSD, and so it's going to take a lot of time for me. Also, in the meantime, you need to have your Ubuntu OS installed with you. So if download, you will probably get it. And yeah, so this is release panic beaver, so you can just download it. You click on this. If your PC is 64-bit, just get a 64-bit one. If your PC is 32-bit, get a 32-bit one, and download that. Like, I would like to remind you that you can go comment in my videos and let me know what you feel with my delivery, because since this is my first video series, I'm not very good at delivery. So yeah, do let me know, do comment, do share the video if you find it useful, and do stay tuned for the upcoming videos, since you will be learning a lot in this.